Taurus, welcome to your June 2023 tarot reading. I hope this message finds you well. This message does apply to Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus placement. So if that is you, first of all, I need you to go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, because you are definitely going to be getting something out of this message here today. All right, so you'll want to stay tuned for future messages as well as checking out all of your other placements, okay? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the last, but most certainly not the least, zodiac sign of the bunch here for this month's readings. All right, so here we are, Taurus, coming out of your birthday season, coming out of that crazy ass eclipse season, the Scorpio full moon eclipse taking place last month on May the 5th. May have been pretty impactful, especially for those of you that have Taurus rising placements or Taurus sun. And for you all, there may have been some shifts or some big changes or revelations as it pertains to relationships and your connections to others, whether that be, you know, your friends or your partner, significant other, even your work relationships. Yep, here goes that tower. It's been coming out for everybody, okay? So I do think the eclipse energies, they're still kind of lingering. They're like, hey, we still here. So you may be feeling some of the after effects of that. And it's really normal, actually very common for people, especially those that are significantly impacted. So for that full moon lunar eclipse, it would basically be Taurus and Scorpio that were a little more impacted than the other zodiac signs. So you guys could feel the effects of this energy for up to the next 6 months, okay? Especially seeing as we do have a full moon lunar eclipse in Taurus later this Scorpio season, which will really kind of tie up or wrap up any kind of loose ends as it pertains to the Taurus Scorpio eclipse cycle that we've been in here for like the past year and a half, okay? So get ready, you know, for a completion for sure, for those of you that are really ready for a certain area of your life to change. Maybe over the past year and a half, you have received a lot of insight about, you know, this area that has been particularly challenging for you. Now, when we're talking about this Taurus Scorpio eclipse cycle for you all, it would be about who you are, your identity as an individual, and then, you know, your relationships. So there may have been, you know, a lot of realizations that you've had just about yourself, about what your preferences are. Some of you, the relationship changes that you're going through are simply a reflection of you getting to know yourself better, okay? So this kind of self-awareness or actualization process that's taking place for you is helping to refine like who you really want to be connected to, Taurus, okay? And this can go for any kind of relationship. You've got Saturn transiting your 11th house for the next couple of years. We've also got Neptune. It's been there for a while. So your 11th house is associated with your friends, your social groups, networks that you're a part of, clubs, organizations. So for some of you, you know, that is also going to be an area of life where you're getting more, I feel like you're becoming a lot more decisive, discerning once again. And I feel like a lot of this is just based on this change that's taking place within you. Yes, the moon, you are going through like core subconscious changes, which are going to definitely alter the way that your relationships look like, the way that you show up in relationships. We've got a lot of major arcana coming out for you. So very powerful spiritual lessons are at play at this time, Taurus. It may be a bit of an emotionally, or has been an emotionally disruptive time, especially that full moon lunar eclipse that we had in May. It may have full moon, okay? So it may have revealed some hidden feelings that you've been suppressing. You know, sometimes it can be very exposing. Okay, things become very clear under the light of the full moon, and that may have been the case for some of you. Okay, regarding certain things in a relationship. Yep, overall energy is the Lover, so this very much has to do with relationships of any kind. Okay, and you're recognizing maybe certain things that just haven't been working, and it's because they just don't fit with you and you know who you have evolved into. For some of you, these are relationships that you've had for a long time. Maybe there's a lot of history there. But it's like these relationships are almost based on an old version of you. So there's needing to be an upgrade here, okay? And when it comes to your partner as well, whoever this may be, okay? So there does seem to be some sort of disappointment or heartbreak, a betrayal, Ten of Swords, just feeling really left out or I don't know, I'm getting so many messages. Left out, let down here, possibly by a masculine energy. We have an Emperor here. For some of you, this may be like your significant other. For others of you, this can be someone in the workplace, like a supervisor. This could be a friend. It's usually a masculine energy, but it can also be Aries energy here as well that some of you may be connected to. But yes, okay, so you do have this big eruption here, even with a full moon that just took place in Sagittarius. It was transiting through your 8th house of sex, death, and rebirth. Okay, the Tower energy is Scorpio 8th house energy. So there is maybe a lot that's going on for you guys underneath the surface right now that maybe a lot of other people aren't too privy to, or they're not aware of exactly, you know, what all is going on, because the moon can suggest that maybe these changes that are taking place for you, you're keeping them private, you're keeping them under wraps, you're not really letting too many people know what all you have going on there, okay? And hey, rightfully so. I'm hearing too many cooks in the kitchen. So some of you, it's best to kind of keep certain things to yourself. Now, of course, you don't want to feel isolated, like you can't just go to anyone for advice. That's not what I'm saying, but to use your discernment as far as who you are seeking counsel from. And with this 3 of Pentacles, I literally see some of you are going to couples therapy, okay? You may have had a really big blow up in a relationship, and it's like you don't know how to fix it. Your partner doesn't know how to fix it. So go to a professional. They can definitely help kind of get you guys on the same page, because there may be just like a lack of cooperation or a lack of harmony that is taking place between you and this other person. And I do get it is because there is a lot of change that's taking place within you on an emotional level, on an internal level here. So, you know, because you are changing, your needs are changing, your wants are changing, your goals are changing, your desires are changing, and maybe somebody's just not matching up to that. It's important, of course, that you communicate. You know, your boundaries are allowed to change. Your expectations, your standards are allowed to change, but it's really important that you're communicating that and not just kind of expecting people to know, you know, all of the internal workings that are going on within you and your subconscious and your psyche, because that is a very personal process that really only you know about, and maybe your therapist, okay? But for some of you, this is about communicating when it comes to your feelings, which may be a little difficult to do. Maybe the full moon in Sagittarius gave you an opportunity to express what you were really feeling, or maybe that full moon lunar eclipse last month in Scorpio was also an opportunity or a trigger point to, you know, help you get some things off of your chest, right? And it does have to do with like cooperation within relationships. For some of you, this may be a business partnership or something. There may be some negotiations that are taking place, possibly surrounding your money. But I'm also seeing negotiating the expectations, the boundaries, now that your values have changed. So I'm seeing this being your 2nd house illuminated by the sun in Gemini. Mercury will be shifting into Gemini on the 11th, and then we'll have a new moon in Gemini on the 18th, okay? So I do see this as like a lot of communication going on for some of you surrounding, you know, your contract, the amount of money that you're making, or any agreement that you're a part of, okay? Being in a relationship, a commitment is an agreement, okay? So some of you may be kind of redefining what the terms of the agreement are, is what I'm picking up on here. For some of you, this is regarding a marriage with the Hierophant. This is a higher level of commitment. This is also your card. You're the Taurus here. So there does seem to be an emphasis on seeking guidance, seeking counsel. The Hierophant is, you know, usually like a spiritual mentor of some sort, a priest or something like that, okay? But whether you're getting religion involved or not, there does seem to need to be like a third person in the mix, an unbiased party that can... I'm hearing HR. For some of you, this is HR. So this might even be a work situation that has become a little crazy here as well. I'm not even gonna lie. There could have been like a secret work romance or something crazy there, and now it's like HR is involved and stuff like that. That's an interesting storyline for some of you, okay? For others of you, this is about your commitments here, possibly when it comes to work. For some of you, this can be about school as well, okay? Yeah, there's just this really strong message of working with others, working in a team, okay? So even if you're at school, this could be a group project that you're working on, and maybe working with others kind of triggers you for whatever reason. Some of you may feel like I work better alone, but there seems to be opportunities that are coming up where they are inviting you to connect with, work with, collaborate with others. Be more of a team player here. We have this Gemini energy, the Magician, okay? So being a team player consists of you also being very communicative, very straightforward, open with, you know, how you're feeling and what you want, okay? For some of you, like I keep saying, this is about negotiation. So this is about asking for the amount of money that you really want to make. Stop shortchanging yourself is what I'm picking up on, okay? Some of you might be learning the art of negotiation here in the month ahead. There could also be some sort of opportunity that you've manifested for yourself here with this Magician card, or that you will be manifesting. I think this is going to be something around the new moon in Gemini that could be coming through for some of you. Now, it can be a new partnership, some sort of business partnership, a new contract for your career, like anything work related, okay, with contracts and stuff like that. Some of you, that is exactly what you're manifesting here, okay? Now, we have this Six of Cups. We have this blast from the past coming through. So we've wrapped up Mercury retrograde, but Pluto is retrograde, okay? In the beginning of the month, it's transiting through Aquarius in your 10th house of career, your public reputation, and then it's going to dip into your 9th house of higher education, international travel, things of that nature, okay? So there is an element here of maybe, yes. Oh, wow. Okay. So opportunities that you felt may have passed you by are going to be returning to you, most likely during the first part of the month when Pluto is retrograde in your 10th house. Okay. So yeah, you know, that is definitely something to look forward to for those of you that maybe you just need some good news or something like that, okay? This Pluto retrograde can actually bring you some sort of positive offer, okay, that's coming through for you that could definitely put you in a better space financially, in a more comfortable space with the Queen of Pentacles, living the lavish, luxurious lifestyle that you like to live, okay? Or at least a comfortable lifestyle. So that is definitely what's being afforded to you, potentially with an opportunity that's coming through. Now, this could also be a past relationship. This can definitely be something a little more personal for some of you. So there could be someone, I did mention marriage and couples therapy. So 10th house can be your marriage, okay? So for those of you that are actually married, there could be a strong energy of healing, of reconciling, of also like getting back to a really sweet, like innocent space within the relationship. But this can also represent like maybe you and this person's inner child interacting. And you needing to be mindful of, you know, your attachment style, your triggers, you know, those are all the things associated with the moon there. Okay, you need to be mindful of your blind spots and how they come out, and how you may sometimes, quote unquote, act out, that how our inner child will act out when it's not getting what it wants, when it's not getting its needs met, right? But remember, you're a big girl or big boy, so you have to learn how to express what it is that you're needing. Because oftentimes we're just making up stories in our head about how, oh, they're just not going to do that for me. Like, you know, nobody ever meets my needs. Everyone always kind of, you know, fails me or leaves me hanging. So if that's the story that you're continuously telling yourself, that is what you're going to continue experiencing. So it's time for you to tell yourself a different story where people do support you, people do show up for you, people do nurture you, and, you know, show up in the ways that you really need right now, you know, with this new improved version of you, not who you used to be. I'm getting some of you, you're not the low maintenance friend anymore. Okay. Maybe you have been before, maybe that's been okay. Maybe some of you have actually subconsciously or consciously connected with people that maybe didn't require much of you as well. Maybe they were kind of low maintenance too. But there's something about that low maintenance shit is kind of getting played out, is what I'm getting. Okay, and a lot of that even goes back to your childhood and maybe not having enough. Maybe there being a lot of lack in your childhood or poverty. So you kind of accept the bare minimum, essentially. Maybe even when it comes to your relationships. Or even if this is the mother wound here as well, maybe you receive the bare minimum from your mom. So you also receive the bare minimum like in your relationships, your friendships, you know, with other women. The feminine does seem to be highlighted here. Here, guys, give me 1 second. Okay. So I do see like there's this interaction here, like your inner mother and inner child. Okay, the page is the child at the end of the day. So for some of you, this is like nurturing this part of you, right? Like I said, with new beliefs, a new narrative that yes, people do support me, people do come through for me. That you're going to give people a chance to actually come through for you. Okay, we have a Page of Pentacles. This could be somebody coming through for you. They may be offering you like a little gift or a token of appreciation, something, okay? For some of you, this is a new job opportunity that you're getting. Congratulations, new opportunity in business, whatever the case may be. For some of you, there's children involved here as well. So whether you have children or you're wanting to have children, there's a lot of fertility in your reading. So, you know, with that being said, there's a little warning for those of you. If you don't want to have kids, do what you need to do. But if you do, this could be a good time for that. There could be a conception here towards the end of the month with this Ace of Cups. So probably in like Cancer season, in June, you may be conceiving. For love and relationships, we have calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So for some of you, you may be apart from your soulmate, whether this is a breakup or you guys are just a little distant. Like I said, there does seem to be some sort of shakeup here, disruption in the relationship. So this could even just be you kind of subconsciously like calling out to this person or even just missing them, okay? Because it's like your heart chakra is kind of like calling out to somebody here with the Ace of Cups, whether it's I miss you, or even if this is someone new, like someone you haven't even met, you know, it's like, man, I really would like to connect with my person, the person that I'm going to marry, okay? Some of you, wow, could be meeting that person. If you are single, there could be an offer of love, early signs of commitment developing here between you and another person. We've got Scorpio, Pisces, Gemini, Leo, and Earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn on the table here. Cancer too, if I didn't say that. So water signs, earth signs, and Leo. Okay, so some of you are having a blessing in love, or like I said, this could even be friendship for some of you as well. Maybe some of you are connecting with a new friend here with this Page of Pentacles. And you have to be brave. You have to be courageous. You have to be willing to kind of put yourself out there. I do think that some of you have been hurt, or you have gone very much through a tower moment and you're just like, fuck, like, I don't know if I'm ready for this, if I can do this again, but you can, okay? Some of you, you're definitely calling in the person that you are meant to connect with. The Lovers is the Gemini card too, so this can suggest like it's during Gemini season that you're meeting this person after you've gone through a betrayal of some sort, okay? Or a really rough ending, like I said, possibly with a masculine figure or an Aries. So I see this as some of you like willing to kind of like open your heart again, willing to be vulnerable again, willing to love. Oh my gosh, soulmate recognition. Yeah, some of you are definitely meeting a soulmate, connecting with a soulmate this month. I already called out the zodiac signs that I see in the spread, but it could really be any zodiac sign. The number 2 on this card, there could be something significant within the next 2 days of watching this reading that could be taking place for some of you. 2 days or 2 weeks, okay? You could be meeting this person. Some of you, you're meeting this person at work. You're having to keep it secret because, you know, you don't want everybody at work in your business. For some of you, you've manifested this person. You might have done a ritual, or just through your prayers, your affirmations, visualizations, you have manifested. This is the soulmate. The 6 of Cups doesn't always have to be someone like an ex. It can be a soulmate, like a past life relationship, someone that you have known in a previous life but haven't met in this life yet, right? So that can very well be what's going on. We've got this angel, literally the angel of love, trying to bring 2 people together. There could be something significant about upcoming, I don't know, Leo season 2. Ooh, sexual union. Honor the place in one another where you are one eternal soul, for there you will find true bliss. So there's going to be a very strong physical, sexual connection between you and this person, but also an emotional connection with the Ace of Cups here. There's a lot of stability with all of these pentacles showing up, commitment, marriage for some of you. Wow, okay, look. Let's see what's going on for y'all in career and finance. For my Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements, June 2023 tarot reading for career and finance. We're going to pull some oracle cards to see. I mean, clearly we've got a lot of money. You're coming through with the Hierophant, okay? So this is definitely the workplace. We've got the Queen of Pentacles, Miss Moneybags. We've got the Page of Pentacles, new money offers. For some of you, this is strong, like sexual attraction, and you're kind of like trying to temper yourself. Maybe you're wanting to take it slow. If this is a new connection, you want to build like a solid emotional foundation or something before you're exploring the sexual connection. Maybe it'll be in Leo season where you guys explore that, okay? Okay, so for career and finance, we do have grieving. For some of you, maybe this was a job loss, layoff, your business tanked or something like that. It's just like something didn't really work out the way that you wanted it to, okay? Maybe you took a L financially, whatever the case may be. All right, so this is a time where, you know, lean onto your people, your circle or whatnot. Everything's going to be okay. It's going to work itself out. There's definitely new opportunities coming in. So whatever you feel like you've lost, you will gain times 10 is what I'm hearing. Okay. So, you know, it just wasn't the right opportunity for you. Whatever that is. Okay. We've got this butterfly here. This situation is going to transform you. Yeah, maybe like I was picking up on a really weird situation at work where some of you were having to get HR involved and stuff, so it could like result in losing a job or something like that, and it feeling just like really unfair. And I'm sorry if that is the case, because it's just like, fuck, that's destabilizing, not having a job, not having money coming in. But it does look like maybe that wasn't the best opportunity for you. This is a universe's weird way of shifting you in a new direction. Yes, you're very close to achieving your goal, Gibbous Moon. So keep moving. Like I said, it'll probably be a little more towards Cancer season where some of these opportunities start to roll in for you, okay? So let's see what's going on, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements, June 2023 tarot reading, what your spiritual guidance is for the upcoming month. Spiritual guidance for my Taurus babies. We have love. Oh my gosh, guys. Oh my God. This is your spiritual guidance too. So this is divine spiritual union between you and another person. Like your ancestors and their ancestors, they're working behind the scenes. They're like, look, we got to bring them together because we need to just be one big old happy family is what it's basically saying. Okay. So there's love coming in with this Ace of Cups. I'm telling you. Some of you, damn, that is crazy. Damn, I didn't even realize that. Duh. Calling in your soulmate recognition. You're meeting them this month. Like, if you haven't met them already, oh my gosh, wow. And for some of you, this is the one for some of you, okay? The initiation, rite of passage, crossing the threshold. You're being initiated into spiritual love, divine union, Ashe. Aries got this message too, and I saw Aries popping up in y'all reading here with the Emperor. So maybe that's a placement in your chart. Maybe some of you are connected to an Aries individual. You may want to check out that reading as well. Some of you could be going through some sort of spiritual initiation or starting a new path spiritually, a new practice of some sort. So definitely best wishes with that. Let's see what your affirmation is, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus placements for the month of June 2023. Tarot reading. Gonna pull your affirmation for the month ahead. Let's see. Some of you might want to look up the animal symbolism behind swans. Okay. Your affirmation is self-empowerment. I am making progress in the right direction at my own pace. Ashe, 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 ashe. Yes, you are. Okay. Making progress in the right direction at your own pace. Okay. So let's see what's going on. Yeah, because the Strength card could call for some patience. That's what I'm seeing with a relationship, because you're very sexually drawn to someone, but you may have to take it slow when it comes to that. So that may be where that some of that patience is coming in, and just trusting that, you know, when that time is right, you and that person, that sexual union is gonna blow your mind is what it looks like. Okay. Blow your mind, blow your back out. This person want to take you to Paris. They want to take you to see the Eiffel Tower. They want to romance you. Maybe some of you, this person might end up proposing to you one day, like at the Eiffel Tower or some shit. Okay. I don't know if some of y'all have booked a trip to Paris or some shit. You and this person, you guys are going to be going to Paris at some point. It's super romantic. You know, we definitely love it. I don't know. Some of y'all might have met somebody from Paris or France or something like that. But okay, I'm going to wrap up the reading here. If this resonated at all, please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Leave me a comment below. Until next time, have a beautiful month ahead. Sending you all so much love. See you in July.